Relaxation is a pretty subjective concept. Some people find first-person shooters relaxing, while some prefer to end a busy day with something a little quieter, gentler, and with a little less death. If you're watching this, you probably fall into the latter category. As someone who considers themselves both a connoisseur of relaxation and a borderline problematic Switch addict, I feel I'm best placed to give you the lowdown on the most relaxing Switch games money can buy. First up, there's the aptly titled Zenbound II, a meditative puzzle game in which you use your Joy-Con to slowly wrap an object with rope, colouring it in along the way. You may have played it before on iOS or Android, but it's just too good to overlook on the Switch. There are no lives and no time limit. All you gotta do is kick back and enjoy the ultra-satisfying process and super chilled soundtrack. There are 100 levels to keep you busy and it only costs $14.99, but maybe add it to your wish list, it goes on sale pretty often in the Nintendo eShop. Now we couldn't possibly go without mentioning Animal Crossing New Horizons, so let's just get it out of the way early, shall we? It single-handedly got me and millions of others through lockdown with its adorable graphics, stress-free gameplay, and rotating hourly soundtrack. There's no real goal in Animal Crossing other than to fish, catch bugs, chop trees, plant flowers, craft items, and create your own little island paradise, filled with ridiculously cute characters like Molly the Duck who, not to be too dramatic, I would die for. You can grab it for $79.95. Continuing with cute characters, Yoshi's Crafted World is colourful, fun, and probably the most relaxing platformer you'll ever play. Yes, there are goals, scores, and bad guys, but the consequences of our little dino friend losing a life or missing a goal are pretty minimal. It's easy enough that the kids will love it, but challenging enough to be fun for big kids like me. You can also play in 2-player co-op mode, which in my opinion is even better than single player. Unfortunately, it is one of the more expensive games on our list at $79.95, but there is a free demo in the Nintendo eShop. Next, we've got Katamari Damacy Reroll. If you never had the pleasure of playing this wacky, weird, and wonderful game on the PS2 back in the day, you are in for a treat. I'm not going to even attempt to explain the story to you, but basically you're given a magical ball, a Katamari, which has the ability to pick up anything smaller than itself. You start tiny, rolling up pencils and erasers until eventually you get so big you can start picking up skyscrapers and literal islands. There's just something so satisfying about rolling up an entire city, you know? It's hands down the best $29.95 you'll ever spend. Now, onto A Short Hike, the utterly delightful indie gem with a gorgeous art style and charming characters. It's pretty self-explanatory, but the basic premise is you're a little bird named Claire embarking on a short hike to the summit of a nearby mountain in search of some decent phone reception, as you do. Along the way, you'll meet fellow hikers, uncover hidden treasures, go fishing, and even learn to fly. You can take any path you want to the top, there's no time limit, and you don't even have to get there if you prefer just soaring through the skies and taking in the views. The best part? It only costs $10.49. Finally, we have Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. This was one of those games I ummed and ahed about for months before biting the bullet and buying it, and I'm so glad I did. It's a 3D puzzle game in which you, playing as everyone's favourite anthropomorphic mushroom, navigate your way through obstacles and past baddies to get the coveted gold star. Like Yoshi's Crafted World, you do have lives and scores, but again, the consequences are very small. It'll set you back $59.95, but there's an eShop demo if you're keen to try before you buy. And there you have it. We recommend pairing your cozy gaming marathon with a blanket, cup of tea, and a roaring fireplace. If you don't have one, just improvise.